We are entering game number 4 with a score of 1-1 between the two players. I cannot get past the fact that we got a draw in the first game. That was a great start to this. We were the first player of the finals. We have MVP.TAILS, MyMMVP.TAILS. This is going to be a great series because his opponent is ZeNEX.Menta. ZeNEX.Mentalist is the red Protoss in the top right. We have a best of 5 that could go to 6 games in the finals of Zotac Cup, number 48, 100 euros to the winner. Get pumped, guys. Get pumped.
Get very pumped because this is absolutely huge. I cannot wait. I mean, when do you get to see 6 games and just, oh my god. I mean, this is just going to be awesome, and I want to see if TAILS bust out the same build, or is he going to do an actual, like, macro build, or what are we going to see, dude? Because, I mean, honestly, it looks like TAILS is busting out of the regular good old 13 gate.
There it is, 12 gate for him. We have a gateway being thrown out by Menta, where second actually thought he might be cannon rushing because of the placement of this pylon. Go the forge at the front of the wall and then fully wall off and leave as a defensive measure. And he's actually chosen to throw down a gate instead. So we're not.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so I was waiting to see, do I want to see the forge? Do I want to say it could be a cannon rush? I'm glad I didn't because it turns out to be incorrect.
I would have loved to see a cannon rush.
Yeah, that would be incredibly entertaining. But right now, Menta is playing, it looks like perfectly standard. Right now on the side of TAILS, he seems to also be playing perfect standard. They're using their chronos on their next side. Looks like Menta may actually be saving his up. Unless he's waiting for the pylon to finish to chrono something else. He wants to get out his stalker or something. But he may be going for a 4 gate because he's continuing to save his chrono.
He is. And this is actually not a bad map to 4 gate on.
Not at all. It's got a nice natural to engage against, but the ramp is still 1/4 so wide, so you can get the sentries in there to do that kind of stuff. And we are really looking to see at the very least some form of aggressive gateway play, because this chrono energy is continuing to climb.
It's a 4 gate.
It's really looking like we'll see when he stops his pro.
He's saving his minerals too.
Yeah.
He's cutting the zealot out.
He's gonna need to. There it is, the stalker. It looks like it may not be a 4 gate still because he's scoring both the stalker and he's going for a 3rd pylon. It's not a 4 gate. You don't get the 3rd pylon on a 4 gate. We are seeing that TAILS is going for a sentry out for him, which is interesting choice for your second unit. Generally, it's not a sentry. You usually want that stalker, but this shows that he definitely wants to do some kind of tech. I kind of expect a Stargate come out of him, and it looks like, yes, he did go for the Stargate. This is a build that he was using earlier to go for the Phoenixes at the start with the sentry first, and I think it was a double gas or something fairly early on to get out enough gas for the Phoenix production.
Very much so, and this is actually a very punishing build.
1 gate expand from Mentalist.
This isn't going to be good for him because he's going to have a few Phoenixes.
Oh, this is so good for Mentalist. This is so good for Mentalist.
See, I don't agree there because he's not going to have the production yet.
But guess what? Phoenixes, they can't attack ground. They need energy to kill probes. They're limited by that energy. So when you have this early of a Nexus, you're going to have that much of an earlier double probe production to the point where the probe production will outweigh the energy of the Phoenixes. And we're going to have Mentalist getting into a great opportunity to go for a big tech army advantage and then just overrunning TAILS as he tries to be all finesse-like and getting out his Phoenixes.
Touché, sir. Touché.
Trust me, I was experimenting with Phoenix openers for a while because I wanted to make them work, and this is a thing that I used to. You can get out macroed into Phoenix build if someone goes for like a 3 gate expand. And now we're having a 1 gate expand happening.
Yeah, but did he only produce? No, he produced 2.
He's just using this first one to scout to look for this expansion. He's going to see that, and he's going to need to do something, whether it's take his expansion or turn this into an all-in push. That's the biggest thing that right now is a threat to Mentalist, is a 3 or 4 Phoenix all-in push where he goes for a lot of Zealots and some Stalkers behind them, lifts up sentries to kill off the sentries, and lifts up more units to make sure that the smaller army of TAILS can actually be aggressive to the point of winning in a big battle.
And there's 2 probes and It looks like we're pushing out here.
Yep, I think Tails going to do exactly what I was just talking about. Go for that all-in push because ZeNEX.Menta's economy would just be too strong. Notice that he is getting for that higher zealot count. We see that his Phoenix's production has stopped with the 4th. Let's go ahead and get another one, which I don't think he will. I think he's going to go for more of the proxy pylons and engage, and that is exactly what he is doing.
And there is right now no sentries on the field for Menta.
Perfect.
So
he needs DPS. He needs to deal with the ground force because once that ground force is gone, those Phoenixes are worthless again, and Menta will be in a beautiful spot. But Tails is getting an increasingly large and scary army, and with those Phoenixes in to lift up those Stalkers, this could be really, really bad. There's the Guardian Shield. We now have the Zealots engaging. We see a couple forces going down in beautiful spots. Those are very vulnerable Stalkers now. We're seeing the Phoenixes are getting targeted down, but there's so much from Tails. I don't think Menta's going to be able to hold this at all.
no, and he actually was picking up the Zealots and not the Stalkers.
Yeah, this is a really interesting choice, but we see a great spot by Menta to try and defend. Look at the places he is warping in, and now Tails is coming in with more and more units. But this entire army is going to be falling. We do see that Menta should be taking this game or losing the game, and there it is. Tails takes the victory. Great read, perfect read of the game. Realizing that he can't win a macro game with such an early expand for Mentalist, and Tails is now going to be up 2-1.